Hi, my name is Ted Park. I'm the art director here at Uncapped Games. Our studio is comprised of a lot of veteran RTS developers. Many of us are from Blizzard, but we also have many from other studios like Relic Entertainment, BVI, who have worked on games like Age of Empires, Dawn of War, Deserts of Karak. It's a very highly experienced RTS-specific development team.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Battle Exes. I know you said that this is going to be a little bit different than other RTS, and what makes it different?
Oh, yeah. So I would say our game, as our senior game director mentioned on stage yesterday, we're trying to make an RTS for everyone. But what that means is we're not trying to just do everything possible. We've kind of figured out a scale and scope of our project, and we're kind of concentrating on the multiplayer core loop to start off with. But having said that, we're focusing on a concentration on fast action and combat. And then we're also trying to concentrate on short match lengths as well, too. So hopefully when people come and try our games, it's a little bit less intimidating in certain ways, but we're trying to leave a room for a high skill ceiling as well, too. So.
And also with, I know here in the demo, there's a 1v1, 2v2. Even with more people playing, it's still considered short matches, too?
Yes, yeah. It doesn't matter what mode you're in at the moment. We cap it at 10 minutes maximum, but most of our average games are closer to 5 minutes.
And why is that? Is it because of the speed? Is it the stuff that you select in the game, or what is it that makes it so fast?
It's all designed specifically to be a fast-paced game, and what I mean by this is in a normal traditional RTS, you have to spend a lot of time building workers, building your buildings, placing them in the right spot, and then waiting for them to build. There's all kinds of delay timers. And for our game, we decided that is that really necessary for an RTS? Can we streamline some things but still retain the spirit of why they're there? So if you try our game, what you'll notice, we have a primary core building, and then eventually you'll build resource bases that will kind of help accelerate your economy. But you don't have to really place them. Just hit one key, you're good to go, and then your economy will boost over time.
Yeah, I know when you guys first started working on this, I know that was the idea first to get a new crowd of people to try RTS for the first time.
Yeah.
What is the formula on that of we got to do it this way? I know probably got some feedback from others of why they never got into RTS games.
Yeah.
So what was it for you guys that you concentrate a lot on trying new things to help? Maybe this will help to bring new people in.
Yeah, I would say that the main thing for our particular game is it's about the combat. So a traditional RTS, there's many things. Some people like the macro side of it, which is base building, long timers, long-term decision making.
Yeah.
Whereas in our game, we focus primarily on unit combat almost more than anything, as well as the out-of-game flow of selecting which unit deck you bring in. So there's a lot of strategizing that happens out of the game and then inside the game. And we basically picked a lane as well too, right? So we could have said we're a campaign story mode only game and then gone that direction, just focus on that. But for us, we chose multiplayer and then try to make that more accessible where we can.
And is this only going to be available on PC only, or are there going to be consoles too, or no?
Yeah, to launch, we're concentrating on PC only on Steam.
Awesome. And is there going to be any control support for PC? Or is it going to be just a mouse and keyboard?
Right now, we're primarily concentrating on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
But I think the nature of our game may open some doors for us in the future.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So let's talk about art in the game.
Okay.
Like the look of it. So how was the process of finding the right look for the game? Is that also part of getting a new crowd to try RTS too, or not?
We think so, yes.
Yeah, based on the colors or something?
Yeah. Obviously, art is somewhat subjective, so it's hard to just 100% please everyone all the time.
Yeah.
But what we did do, though, is like I mentioned before, we're a very veteran RTS group, so we still apply some fundamentals that we've learned on the many projects we've worked on in the past. So unit readability, silhouettes, directionality. These are all important factors when you create the art assets for an RTS. And then because of the camera view as well too, it's like you can't build a first person style asset with like tons of detail, because when the unit is this big, like tiny, you know, it's like you lose a lot of the detail, and then you also don't get a great readability at that height. So we do kind of custom tailor the way we create our assets for this specific camera and for this style of game.
So when you're competing with your other coworkers, like what is how's your style playing this? Like, what is it that you like to pick?
Oh, I like to be unprecedential where I
really random.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the fun part about our game is, you know, when you create a unit deck, a lot of our units are designed in a way, some of them for synergy and others for play style. So some units you'll pick and it'll be a more defensive, more turtley style. Others will be very fast-paced, very rush-oriented, and others will be more all-arounders all around. So, you know, I think like a lot of people will likely have a style that they like to play with, right? So it's a matter of finding those units, kind of figuring what pieces can I move in and out and still achieve that style that you like to play.
Yeah, like for me, I'll probably get like the smaller ones because I know it will be easier for me to get them in.
Yeah.
And once I'm ready to get like the most powerful ones, which one is that one? The one's like, it's not butterfly, right? Or is it king crab?
Oh yeah. King crabs are large, behemoths are large units.
So that takes a longer time to get, right?
Yeah, because you'll have to tech up to unlock them inside the game. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I probably will go with small.
Yeah.
And then when I'm ready to go with the big ones, I'll go with that too, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because like, you know, in our game, like I said, we are still aiming to be a true RTS, which means you're still making decisions about economy, still making decisions on when to tech, the timing and positioning of everything. So yeah, hopefully you still have like lots of opportunity for like decisions and choice making as you play.
And what you think of like maybe getting to like the esports competition? Like I can see that with this game too.
Yeah. So kind of our general philosophy right now is we're not trying to purposely go into the esport realm, but we know there's potential. But we would honestly prefer it to be more grassroots than to be like studio driven.
Yeah.
But you know, if it gets enough traction, I mean, we'll try to support the community where we can. Yeah.
Awesome, man. So when do you guys have a date when this game is gonna be available?
No. So I mean, right now we're concentrating on our closed beta, which starts at the end of this month.
Oh, awesome.
And then that closed beta phase will kind of last through a couple phases, and then we'll eventually reach an open beta where we'll just open it up to anyone who wants to try it. But we have to get some data as well too. Being a free-to-play game, we kind of need to see what the player behaviors will be like and what people gravitate towards. And then,
I didn't know this was a free-to-play game.
I
had no idea. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Why that route? Why going to that route? Like
again, for accessibility.
Yeah.
You know, if you have to pay $60 up front, I mean, not every 10 or 12-year-old has $60 sitting around.
That is true.
So,
that is true. Yeah. Wow. Really cool. So if anybody wants to get into like the beta, where they could go?
Oh, you can go to our website at playbattleaces.com. We have links there that you can, use to sign up. You can wishlist it on Steam. But just sign up for the closed beta, and then hopefully you get chosen. It'll be a random process, but yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, good luck for those who are listening.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. No, great job, and I can't wait to play the full game, man.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much for coming and trying it.
No problem.
All right.